Yo, what's going on, guys? Tony here from LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. Now we're going to be prepping and painting plastic, aluminum, and steel parts in this video. Just keep watching. I'm going to show you the step-by-step process. But don't forget to hit up LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com, where you can get free auto body training, step-by-step guides, videos, and so much more. Here's a physical copy of what we offer as well, but you're going to be getting the digital version. So what we're going to be doing in this series here, and stay till the end because you're going to see the finished product, all the paint, all the parts all painted up, looking really well. We're going to be giving you a lot of tips throughout this video. So stay and watch till the end. Comment down below if you have any questions. We'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. But what we're doing here is prepping our plastic pieces, and some metal pieces, the steel caps around the rims, plastic mirrors, the steel windshield wiper. We're sanding everything down, getting rid of the corrosion on those pieces. With anywhere from, this is going to be painted with a single stage paint. So if you're painting over a 400 grit, that's great. So what we're doing right now is we're sanding all the plastic down with 400 grit. You could go anywhere from like a 360 grit, 380 to 400, okay, depending on if you need to take paint off. But here we're still using 400. These are aluminum pieces that go around our rims. We're going to be making these black. The interior rim part is gunmetal. It looks good. So we're just going to clean those, but these are just sanding down. And there's two ways to do this. You can spray the single stage right over the metal as long as you put an adhesion promoter on it. If you want, you can also prime it with a 2K filler primer, okay, and then sand that down and then paint it. So make sure to get every nook and cranny. We're using 400 grit again. I'm getting, sanding the inside part here, making sure everything is sanded so when we paint, we don't get any chipping years down the line. Okay, so we got our plastic pieces all sanded down. Everything's pretty much prepped up with 400 grit. So after this, we pretty much blew everything down, washed it, and let it dry. Then basically getting ready for paint. All right, so today we're going to be spraying single stage black enamel on plastic parts. So we sanded everything down, 400 grit, dry sand, blew everything off. I don't normally use glass cleaner, but in this example here, we're going to use glass cleaner instead of wax and grease remover, which I have in this spray bottle here. Okay, this is good stuff. Wax and grease, you always want to clean your parts before you spray anything on it. Primer, adhesion promoter, or paint. Okay. I'm going to be using glass cleaner. I like this stuff because it comes out nice and foamy, right? But we don't want to put too much, just a very light application and then wipe it down. We have all these plastic parts. We're going to be spraying single stage gloss black today. We're going to tape up these mirrors in just a bit as well. Okay, we're not going to worry about it. We're even going to paint this rubber here. So many rubber things were painted on this van that I'm not even going to worry about it. It'll just be painted. Okay, so that's the overall idea. Just clean everything down. So like I say in my other VIP videos is if you want to get rid of the plastic texture in some plastic parts, I would 2K filler prime it, then sand it down flat with 400, then paint it. Then it'll look like a regular glossy body panel. But if you're not really concerned about the porous paint texture on mirrors and bumper covers and you just want to paint it, you could just spray some adhesion promoter on it and just paint it. The other thing you want to do is make sure that every time you open up a can of paint, you mix it, because you don't know how long it's been sitting at the paint shop, or even if they put it in a mixer. Okay, just double check always, because sometimes there's going to be buildup at the bottom of the can, and you want to make sure you mix that in before you start mixing your paint. This is a 8 parts to 1 mixture, so every 8 ounces of paint you're going to put 1 ounce of hardener and then up to 10% reducer. Okay, we got it really nice, and we're going to load our gun. We're using the X27 Atom spray gun. It's a really great gun. We're using the low volume, low pressure version with the Gun Bud Ultra lighting system. I love it. Check the product out. Even if you don't get the Atom X27 spray gun, check out the Gun Bud on Amazon, eBay, or at Zula.com. Amazing product with hundreds of reviews. Helps you see so much better when you're painting. You're absolutely going to love it. It's universal, so it fits on any spray gun that you have also. And when painting single stage, the first coat, you're going to give it like a medium wet coat, and don't be concerned if it's not coming on super glossy, right? That's just how it is. Your first coat never looks complete, right? So you just want to give it a first coat. You could even give it a tack coat at first if you want, and then 2 medium wet coats. It's up to you. I usually just put on a good medium coat in the beginning, and then the second coat is a little thicker, followed by another wet flow coat, you know. Because your second coat, your last coat, you always want to flow it on. And then here we're spraying at about 21 to 22 pounds. I could up the PSI a little bit more, but it was flowing out so nice, I decided to just leave it at around 22 pounds. I think I'm spraying at around 21, 22 pounds. The thing with the atoms are they spray at such a fine atomization. Even spraying at a lower pressure, it sprays out really, really well. So normally single stage you're going to be painting at 24 pounds trigger pulled. That's the air coming out of your spray gun. No matter if it's a high volume or low volume, low pressure spray gun, you're going to be painting at around 24, 25 pounds. But here, just wanted to keep the overspray low. We're spraying at about 22 pounds, give or take, and it's coming out fantastic. I think when it comes down to painting, you just got to take your time. See what you're spraying, and the Gun Bud helps a lot because if you can't see how the paint is laying on, most times you're going to be laying dry paint. And that's the number one problem with newbies is I think they're just afraid to lay the paint on, and they don't lay enough on, So the key is if you want glossy finishes, just to make sure it's glossy as you're painting. But not on the first coat. The first coat's always going to look a little rougher. Second coat and third coat is where you want to make sure it's laying on glossy. So spraying over, direct to metal is not a big deal as long as you put some adhesion promoter on it or a primer. You could do a 2K filler primer if you want, or you can use an epoxy. Okay. It's really up to you. If you're doing large metal pieces like a classic, a full car that's in metal, I would definitely go with an epoxy primer followed by a 2K filler primer on top of it, and you can spray that the same day as long as your epoxy flashes. If you're doing small metal pieces like this, you'll be fine with a 2K filler primer over the metal. Sanded down, of course, prepped up, sanded down with 400, and then you could do paint right over it, or you could do what I did here. Basically put an adhesion promoter on it followed by your single stage paint. All right, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat, there's a lot of ways to do auto body, and this is a method that works here, especially if you just want to get the job done fast, get it looking good, and be done with it. So this is a work van, of course. We just wanted to put a nice paint job on it and go for it. If I wanted to make it look like a custom show van, make it look really, really good, I would have actually put 2K filler primer on these mirrors here to get rid of the texture, the plastic texture, and sanded that flat and then painted it. So this is pretty much the second coat. I'm getting it on nice and wet, and then if I feel like it could use a little bit more, I'm just spraying it with an extra flow coat right here. And, you know, a lot of people also ask me, hey Tony, can I add clear coat on top of single stage? Yeah, you can. And actually, if you wanted to mix in some clear coat, you could mix clear coat into your single stage paint and do a third coat. So say you have your single stage paint all mixed up. On the side, mix up some clear coat, okay, fully mixed up, and then you would add it 1-to-1. So I would do, you know, say you have your clear coat all mixed up on the side, you have a quart of clear coat mixed with hardener and reducer. You can add that with a quart of single stage that's already mixed and make a half a gallon of sprayable material and just spray that on. This way you'll have like a mixture of clear coat, you know, that'll give you extra durability that's mixed into your single stage. You can do that. The other thing you could do is just let this dry, you know, let it dry for a week or two, scuff it down with about 1,000 grit, okay, and then put 2 coats of clear coat only on top of it, you know, just clear coat. You could do that as well. I would use 1,000 grit if you're spraying over like a metallics, but then you could go with an 800 grit and then sand with an 800 grit and then spray your clear coat over 800 grit as well. So it's really up to you. But it's really not needed. You don't need to put clear coat over single stage. Single stage paint is meant to be durable and look good as is. I mean, I haven't actually washed my van for close to 2 months since I painted it. It's holding up really well. There's bird poop on it and all, and I'm sure when I wash it off, it'll be fine. Here's just another view shot of painting the second coat on. Okay, so this is still the second coat here, just showing you a steady cam view of just another angle. But stay tuned, keep watching, because we're going to show you the finished product. I'm going to cover the van project, show you what the van looks like and how we're going to be painting the van in the next videos. So I hope you're enjoying. Comment down below if you have any questions. Don't forget to head out to learnautobodyandpaint.com to grab some free training guides, some free videos and whatnot if you want to check out VIP. Where we have over 250 hours of step-by-step videos covering all aspects of auto body, including body kits, modifications, yada, yada, yada. It's all there for you. And we have over 15,000 VIP members across the world enjoying our paid subscription area. All right, guys, it's been 2 days since we painted all these plastic trim pieces. These, except for these, are aluminum with single-stage enamel black. You've seen the whole process. Now I'm just going to put these in the house so they don't get dusty and dirty again. You can check these center caps here. They came out super glossy. Looks really good. Single stage lays on really nice if you know how to lay it on. You know, you really got to just spray it on wet. All these pieces came out fantastic. Okay. Looks really black. This is a good single stage black. So I'm going to take these mirrors off. They're all done. A little bit of dust, but nothing major. Let's see here. Did our wipers. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take these in the house. And what's next is we're going to be sanding all of our glaze putty, cleaning the whole van down and getting it ready for the white single stage paint on the roof. Okay, that's next. And yeah, can't wait to show you the progress. Okay, these little pieces here we're going to sand with 400 grit. Okay, just get those down a little bit. I think a dog came by and shook himself off right there. Oh, maybe this lady right here. You not feeling good, buddy? You okay? You just tired? I think she's just tired. Pretty much it. This is what the van looks like. All the body work is done. Looking good. See, we just have to sand. These damn chickens came up on my car here. I might just wash the whole thing down again. I got a lot of like crap and dust in here from taking out that shroud. So we'll do that. Not gonna go crazy. This is a quick paint job. It's gonna look really good though when we're done. All right, that's the whole van project here. Getting there. Getting there.